Okay. We're live. Got a couple things we can do today. Boop-a-doop. New. 1080p. Good enough. Okay. So. Oh, I just realized I don't think my chat is completely working. Yep. Oh well. I'll keep this open, I guess. One more thing I should do before we get into this. Yeah, this. Oh my gosh. Learned to type already. All right. Okay. Options for today are... Oh, I'm in the wrong brush. No wonder it looked weird. Okay. Options for today. Let's get a different color, huh? Let's just do like a slightly purple color instead of being boring white on black. Options. I can continue. Oh my goodness. Continue player movement. FPS display. Guten Tag. Guten Morgen for me. Welcome back, Voita King. Okay, and then what was the other one? I had another idea. Oh shoot, what was it? Oh, yeah. Dual shock support. Okay. What do you think, Voita King? What would be most interesting? Ah, great. Got another bot. Bam. Would you like many viewers? Yeah. Yeah, I would. Dual shock support. Okay. Right on. He has spoken. Little, yeah, I should probably... Yeah, I don't know how it works either. We're going to learn together. But here's a little intro into where we left off last time. Last time I got a little square on the screen. And with my controller, I can move it around. And I actually, off stream, got normalized movement. So it should move diagonally at the same speed as it moves horizontally, if that makes sense. So this is pretty good movement. I'm not gonna lie, like this actually feels pretty nice. This is pretty much exactly what I needed. Yep, this is all in C. And so, unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna be back in the Windows code today if we're doing controller support. And now it is time to learn controller support. Ooh, I think that's actually a bad idea because I think it'll say my name. It sure enough says my name. Great. What graphics API? Right now I am using SDI, I think is what it's called. Windows SDI. Nope. Wait, is it this? Nope. What is it called? GDI. That's what it is. Windows GDI. Graphics device interface. Is a legacy component of Windows responsible for representing graphical objects and transmitting them to output devices such as monitors and printers. So, it actually is like insanely simple. It's just this call right here. Stretch to bits. Why don't I use Raylib or something? I could. Yep. This is like what's built in, right? So this is like if you have no fancy graphics going on, you just do this. And then the idea was I was going to probably use Vulkan, but that's a whole thing. That's definitely on my list of things to do. But probably a lot less exciting than this. Raylib is easier. I understand that, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm not using libraries. I am following Handmade Hero, so that's what this is. You'll see like up here, I've got like I named my files Handmade because I was following the Handmade Hero series. And so the way he does it is all custom. And I like that. I'm actually a big fan. Vulkan is pretty hard. I understand that. Yeah, I'm well aware. I actually talked about this on stream the other day, but I would love to go over it again. So this is kind of what I understand. Oh, shoot. This is kind of what I understand of different graphics drivers. So there's Vulkan. There's OpenGL. And then there's like, let's just say DirectX, right? For now. Oh. There's obviously a bunch more. I guess I'll get into Metal as well. There's Metal. So Vulkan is on PC, Mac, kinda. There's an asterisk. Android, iOS, and Switch 2. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds great to me. DirectX, PC, Xbox, right? OpenGL is actually kind of like this. Except for I don't. Yeah, no, I think it's the same. I think it's the same because these are Chronos, right? These are both Chronos things, but they have not been doing OpenGL lately. They've been going all in on Vulkan. Vulkan has what's called a... I always forget what it's called. Man, I have to look it up every time. I didn't even save it. Platform. Oh, is it this? Molten VK. It has a Vulkan portability initiative. Okay. Which means that they are trying to make it so that there is a library that handles converting metal to Vulkan. And so I'm not going to have to do metal if I do Vulkan. I don't know if the API is 100% done, but my game is so simple, I'm sure it's fine. Next, they are trying to make a DirectX one as well. So basically, Vulkan is just like super winning for me right now on paper. Next is the complexity aspect of it, right? So Vulkan is apparently super hard. And OpenGL is like way easier. Does Raylib use OpenGL? Is that what it does? Or is it its own thing separately? No external dependencies. So yeah, okay, it does use OpenGL. Okay. Oh no, it says any platform that supports it can run Raylib. Okay, so it's maybe like some sort of OpenGL like neighbor, something like that. No, I've definitely heard of this. I've heard it's very slick, very nice to use. I'm not against it at all. I just probably won't be using it. But anyway, the other thing that I've heard is that like, yeah, I could go learn OpenGL right now and have a great time. But also like, I haven't learned any of these, right? Like I don't know any graphics libraries. So to me, it's like, I'll just go for Vulkan. Like, yeah, sure, it's hard, but like, I don't know that, you know? Also, apparently learning Vulkan, DirectX is trash, which is so funny because I just heard the opposite. I heard DirectX was nice as an API. So I think it's just like, I'd rather find out for myself, maybe. This is attractive to me, right? It supports like every platform that I want to go for, except for Xbox. So I'll probably have to learn DirectX anyway. And so I'm just like, you know what? How about I learn for myself? That's just kind of where I'm at right now. Macro quad and Rust. I'll bite. Macro quad in Rust. Sheesh. What is up with getting flashbang today? All right. Supports WebGL. WebGL is also a Chronos thing, right? Yeah. Oh, this is cool. WebGL, the Chronos group, yeah. You know, this is actually a good point because I do really want to make my I do want to make my engine so that I can prototype it on the web. And so because that's like OpenGL, maybe there's a little bit of an argument to learn OpenGL. Interesting. I wonder, so the thing I was planning on using is mscripten. Well, how does this work? Ah. Okay. Mscripten provides 3 OpenGL modes. What's EGL? Not widely used. Yeah, this is beyond me right now, but I was looking to use Emscripten. Or any other, okay, into WebAssembly and run it on the web. Scripting compiler. Use a CLang. API to support compiled code. Yeah, anyway. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah, I guess just WebGL. I gotta remember that I need to support that at some point. I mean, I don't need to because I don't want to release the game on web, but I want to be able to like send a link to someone and they can try it out on the web. I feel like that would be pretty sweet. Okay, but we've got some Gemini cooking. Third-party library. The majority, so yeah, this is kind of what I'm getting at here. Right now I use Xinput. The majority of modern PC games and frameworks use Xinput because it's standard for Xbox controllers. DualShock controllers out of the box are usually seen by Windows as generic direct input devices. So maybe I should just use direct input. So DS for Windows. If your game is a user running the software. Oh, interesting. Direct input. I swear there was, oh yeah, this one, game input for newer projects on Windows 10. Oh, okay. So that's the problem, is like if I want to support anything before Windows 10 or 11. Making engines is fun until collisions or object system. Maybe. That sounds fun to me too. Okay, so the game input, because I had heard about this. I've heard the game input API is good, but I think I have to do direct input because I might want to support older operating systems. You hate collisions? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't know. What kind of stuff do you work on? I would love to know more, like where your thoughts are coming from. All right. Hi there, Soini. Safi. You're making a game engine. Oh yeah. The game you're talking about was the getting over it with guns. I didn't realize it was a custom game engine. That's pretty cool. Is getting over it with guns like you fire the guns to move? Is that what it is? Hey, welcome to the Discord. Or is it like you gotta like swing the gun around to move? Okay, right now I'm making it in good, but previous project I was making yeah. You mean Godot, I think. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Godot's fun. I use Godot, obviously. Just moving with shooting and rotating. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Write a tutorial for me to implement direct input to get dual shock support. HID. Okay. We're going for it. All right. We've got X input here. We're just going to slap in D input. Pragma comment. What does that mean? Global or class member for the direct input object. Okay, so this is just a long pointer to direct input. Create direct input object. I feel like I want to load X input. Yeah, I want to do it this way, probably. Let's try internal void load direct input. Oh. Hey, what's up? Don't you dare have run with my standard controller settings. What do you mean? All right. H result, direct input create. Do I need to do some of this stuff? That's the question. I think I might tell AI that this is what I do. Nothing. Direct input, nothing more. You don't like direct input? Nope. Fair enough. I feel like these defines should probably be above these structs. Not gonna lie. I don't know why I have them down there. Okay. So I do a bunch of jankery. Okay. This is what I'm doing now to get X input into project. You're grumpy today. Oh, I'm sorry, man. How would what would I need to employ the same strategies? Or no, maybe could I do similar thing to implement direct input? Okay. It's structured very differently. Got it. I can dynamically load the DLL though. That's fine. Why was it saying I can't do it? This looks like the exact same thing, right? So if you don't use direct input, what captures your game controllers? I mean, should I just like say screw it to anything before Windows 10? Maybe I should. Maybe I could do direct input for you know, for old operating systems, and then I just do game controller API. What was it called? Was it called game input? Game input API. What does SDL use? What does SDL use to get controller support on Windows platform? Uses X input for Xbox and direct input for all other legacy and non-standard controllers. All right. I feel like that's probably good enough for me because I feel like most people, I think even Godot uses SDL, right? Does Godot use SDL? I think it, yeah. Oh wait, it uses its own custom input. I could have sworn it uses it. Yeah, there we go. It now leverages SDL3 for specific input handling related to gamepads on certain operating systems. So even Godot is using direct input indirectly. That might be good enough for me to be okay. I'll just try to avoid pitfalls with direct input. Yeah, whatever magic Steam is using. Yeah, how does Steam get full controller support behind the scenes? How does Steam API... Okay, how about this? Does Steam API use platform specific libraries for controller support like X input or direct input? It does interact with underlying platforms, but that is AI, so you know, take it with a grain of salt. The Steam controller uses X input to send commands. Oh, that's interesting. So the controller itself has X input. Anyway, AI says that it probably uses direct input. It kind of makes sense, right? Because isn't direct input essentially their HID layer? I mean, I could do Windows custom HID stuff, right? You have an almost 15-year-old generic controller and it works on Steam but nowhere else. Oh, and then on Good Old Games. Nice. That's awesome. HID API. That's okay. And that's in C# probably. Windows HID API. I'm just back to here, huh? Oh, there it is. HIDPI.h. So I could potentially do this. But then I would need to be able to detect what the controller is. Although I think I'm going to have to do that with direct input anyway. They must have some secret sauce somewhere to make it work. Yeah. I mean, again, like, I think direct input based on this AI whatever is essentially a HID layer, an HID layer, right? And so, where did it say that actually? This. Since DualShock controllers connect as generic HID direct input device. Yeah, so like HID and direct input are being used like synonymously. So their secret sauce is probably just good logic. Just directly accounting for those specific controllers, which is a lot of work. I'll give them that. But yeah, maybe there's a way for me to use the Steam input library. Steam input API. Because my PC one will be on Steam. Getting started as a developer. Use the API. Yeah, should I see? Should I see how to use this? What was it saying? Down here. Application Steam input. Let's open that in a new tab. Generic. Yep. Direct. It even says direct input right there. So they just have like a fancy direct input thing. So yeah, this is impressive. And it looks like I don't have to use... Okay, unless they are using the Steam input API. Okay. Cool. It's perfectly acceptable to ship conventional gamepad input as well as Steam input. Yeah, this is just magic, isn't it? They are just wizards over there. Okay, well, let's go back to my thing. So simple fixed set of functions. Component object model based API. Load library, get proc. Complex setup. That's not complex. I think it's so funny, like, and this has kind of been the sentiment I get from Handmade Hero, which is that like Casey is like, people think that this is all just like so complex and hard and whatnot, but it's like it requires complex setup, and it's like what they're talking about is like, yeah, this function is like slightly bigger to call than the X input one, right? Like this is the X input one. It's got 2 inputs. It's got 2 arguments, and this one has 5. Like this does not look more complex than X input to me. I think that the logic of pulling out the HID information will be more complex. But setting it up seems about the same. Oh, you pull it? Interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's just go back to this. I like that it changed up a little bit for me. D input 8. Yeah, so there was dx GUID. You need to include d input h and link against. See, I actually don't know this syntax. What does this mean? To instruct the linker to include certain libraries during compilation. Oh, well, I can do that in my linker then. Let's get some actual like documentation up in here. Direct input MSDN. Using direct input. This thing, I believe, no. It would normally tell me what the, oh wait, there it is. dinput.h. But where's my link? What I'm talking about here is, oh gosh. In my build file, I can just do this, right? So like user32.lib, gdi32.lib, winmm.lib. I don't remember what this one is. I don't remember what winmm is. But maybe I can find out pretty fast. Oh, great. Can I do that? Okay, 2 unresolved links. Oh, winmm is winmain. That's so funny. Build.bat. Okay, so there should be, I think it's, is it just direct 8.lib? Is that what it is? Oh, there it is. Link to the dinput lib library instead of dinput 8 library. Okay, so dinput.dll versions of this interface earlier than okay. Define that. Call direct input 8. Okay. So this is a little complicated. They weren't lying. This is getting a little bit more complicated. I'm understanding why there's those pragma comment things. So basically, no, I don't understand. So define the version called this instead of this. Link to this instead of this. Yeah, let's ask AI what this is. What's the difference between dinput.lib and dinput8.lib? Also, I just realized I called this direct8 instead of dinput8. All right. dinput.lib, this library is associated with the older versions of direct input, specifically DirectX or direct input 7 and earlier, which were part of DirectX 7. This version is largely obsolete and not recommended for new development. Okay, that's fine. So, is it based around Windows version support? Like, for example, if I wanted this to run on Windows, what's a good one? XP. What should I do? Okay, so direct input 8 works on XP. So that's probably good enough. I don't need to go to like 95 or anything. I am doing that. I think I'm pretty much doing that, right? Yeah. Boop boop. Okay, so then I can just link to dinput8.lib and be good. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I want static linking. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I'll just add these. Oh, so I need to add dxguid too, apparently. There we go. dxguid. All right. We're getting started. We're slowly getting there. Yeah, let's just go back to here. Let's just follow what it says now. Okay. Can you rewrite the basic tutorial assuming static linking in my build script? I don't want to scroll up Might as well be lazy with AI. So I'm supposed to do this. Fair enough. Oh, and I'm supposed to do it before this. Okay. And then I need global pointers. To these things. The controller device object. Well, I'm going to have... Okay. Do I keep input as global here? I don't think I do. Yeah. Where's my input stuff? I don't have anything. Okay, so we'll just put it here. Global LP. What was it? Direct input 8. Direct input 8. And this is the main direct input object. So let's just call it direct input. And then we go down to load X input. I think I might just drag, well, nah, it's fine. Okay, so now initialize direct input with my H instance. Is it a pointer? No. Okay. Okay, they have a fancy function for failed, which is like, isn't that the opposite of, no, it's not the opposite. But there, like, there's a lot of other ones where they have this succeeded thing right here. Right? But I guess direct input has failed. If failed. Oh, wait, no. It's an H result, so I could use succeeded, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's an H result. Okay, so I can just, if succeeded. And then what I want to do is direct input 8 create instance. And what's my D word version? Direct input version. IID. So this is COM interface for ID. Okay, that's fine. Was it? It's I direct input. I direct input 8. This one right here. Boop. And then I need the pointer to that global object. So we'll do void star star apparently. The address of direct input. And then the last thing is null. Whoa. That got weird. I think it is time to... Oop. Let's do a little bit of this. H result res equals this, and let's drop this down. Find this, this, okay, find this. If succeeded, res. Else. Output debug string failed to load direct input. Am I missing anything? I am not missing anything. Okay, so now how do I do the X input stuff? Let's see. I just have stubs for the functions, which I think is kind of cool. But Apparently I'm doing it differently. Else, I feel like I should probably log failed to load X input library. Oh. Okay. If succeeded, then what? So let's see. Device enumeration. You must now search for connected game controllers. Where do I do that in my WinMain? I have some input objects that I create. Where are they? Input states, this thing. And then I read mouse input, keyboard input, controller input. So I get these. So X input get state. Create a device object. Device found and created, stop enumeration. Okay, so I'll create a new. Yeah, let's create a new function. Oh, I put mouse input and keyboard input under here. All right. I don't know what I want to do. Where do I want to put this? This is all out of order for me. I'll just put it here. Internal void read direct input. Yeah, direct input controller. And in fact, maybe I just turn this one off for the moment. I can just do like a if 0 and then else. Why does it do that? Read direct input controller, input states, and if. Oh. I think I can do that and then it'll build. Okay. Load direct input unreferenced function with internal linkage has been removed. Oh, that's fine. What game engine are you using? Great question, Philip. Welcome to the stream. What game engine am I using? I'm using my own game engine. Although technically I do use Godot for some other games. But I'm trying to make my own game engine right now. Where are we at? This. All right, this didn't work. It's fine. Okay, and do you use it for just... Okay, and do you use just Windows API for your engine? Right now, yes, it is just Windows API, but I have actually made a decent amount of progress into the Mac API as well. I just obviously don't have it on this computer. I'll have to do that at some point. cool. um, yeah, I want to show off the Mac implementation at some point, but right now, I don't have it on this computer, and I don't have like a capture card or anything, so. But it's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting, like to target PC, Mac, Android, iOS, switch to Xbox. PlayStation is its own thing. I forgot to mention that. PlayStation has its own thing. I'm just going to call it PSGL. Pretty cool. Have you considered something cross-platform out of the box like STL3, or do you want to implement tech each one independently for fun? Yeah, it's definitely, I'm following Handmade Hero, and so I'm like trying to do everything myself, really trying to understand the ins and outs of everything. Because yeah, I mean, I think I could do STL and it'd be pretty easy. But yeah, I don't want to be scared of anything. I'd rather just understand everything. It's kind of where I'm at. All right. Where did I get to on my tutorial? So I need this joysticks callback. Why is it a callback? Oh, it must be, okay, so it's this. Why do I need this to be, oh, okay, it's a callback. I got it. I figured it out. Yeah, today we are implementing direct input, or at least trying to. Okay, I really hate the terminology here, but I'm just going to go for it. Enum joysticks callback. And then I need a long pointer to controller direct input device instance. LP controller direct input device instance. This. Got it. Device instance. And then a long pointer of void to the PV ref. I don't know what that means. What is a PV ref? Does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. Let's look at this. Create device. Enum devices. Okay. PV ref. Let's see what it is. Application defined 32-bit value to be passed to the enumeration callback each time it is called. But what does it mean? It's what was it again? Long pointer void. PV ref. So, oh, weird. So you create PP device. Where is this coming from? So I'm trying to create device now. And it says that I need to pass in reference to the GUID for the desired input device. See remarks. Remarks. Calling this method with punc_outer equals null is equivalent to creating the object by co-create instance and then initializing it with initialize. Calling this method with punc_outer does not equal null is equivalent to creating. Okay. Enum devices. And this is the callback. Result. Okay, well, let's just keep going, I guess. So I create this interesting pointer, and then that's what goes in. Okay, direct input, create device, and my GUID is the direct, what did I call it? Device instance. GUID instance. And then this thing is I have to cast my PV ref apparently. LP, what is it? Direct input device 8. Direct input device 8 down here. Pointer. PV ref, and then this thing is null, right? And then I just need to check if succeeded. Then I return dynum stop because I found it. Huh? I'm not getting... Okay, and then return dynum continue. Okay, I'm missing something, huh? Is it that? There we go. Oh, it's just 0 and 1. Nice. All right. Oh, we gotta add me on Discord. Yeah, you can join my Discord if you'd like. Okay, so now to set up a controller, I need the window. window. So let's go to this, and I should be able to pass in like that. Although, is it the reference to the window? No, it's the actual window. Yep, that's fine. Acquire the device. Okay. So now I need to enumerate the controller. Only search. Oh, that's cool. So it can only search for game controllers if I choose so. Do I have a YouTube? I sure do. I'm actually streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick at the moment. I think my Kick channel might have the links. Let's see. Kick, Mojo Monkey. Oh, no, I haven't added. Oh, no, yeah, it does. It's in the About Mojo Monkey. There's a little YouTube button that you can click. Yeah, my little... The only reason that I have any followers at all is because I made a drama video about pirate software. And I kind of regret it. I don't really want to be a drama YouTuber, but man, that video popped off. That's crazy that drama is just so stinking popular. But no, actually what I want to do is just make games or talk about games or make videos about making games. Pretty simple. Okay, so yeah, let's just do this. Let's do h result res equals my direct input enum devices. And so the first thing is that di8 dev class game controller. di8 dev class game controller right there. And then the callback is my enum callback, but crap. And then long pointer. So this is the device. So I got to create some sort of device, which it showed up here. This thing, LP direct input device 8. Controller. Controller, do I need the address of it or something? Or is it fine like that? Oh, I do need the address of it. Address, and then DFL attached only. Only look at physically connected devices. Oh. Well, what if I want all devices? Oh, crap. Okay. Like, does it have... Let's just do all devices. Let's make this a little bit easier. Oh. Find this a... Oh, crap. And then I gotta check if it succeeded. That's fine. I'm just gonna skip that for now. Well, actually no, I'll do... Oh my gosh. Why is it doing that? If succeeded, res output debug string got controller. What is the internal keyword? Yeah, so that's this is something that he teaches in this is something he teaches in Handmade Hero, which is that there are a few different reasons to use static. And so he names them. There's like global, which is like obviously global. Local, which is like it would put it inside a function and it would keep an instance to it instead of reinitializing it. And then internal, which just means like I want this to always be active in the current file. And so that's the one that I'm using. All of these are internal, which just means like I could just do static and it'd be the same thing. Just a way to tell why I'm using static, I guess. Didn't get controller. Pretty stellar logs here. Okay, next, set data format. Yeah, you like that? He's got some good tips in this series. If you haven't already, go check out Handmade Hero. I can link this again. Do I just click this? Yeah, sure. I'm a big fan. I'll link it to Kick. Yeah, I guess I can do a little bit of a showcase of, because I think this builds right now. Yeah, I can do a little bit of a showcase of what, like some cool things about this engine. So obviously there's nothing yet, but I have this little square that moves on screen, right? But and it's kind of like, you can see it's kind of floating over on the right. That's kind of cool. I can change, for example, the background color. Let's call it, let's make it, is this going to be green? I think this is going to be green. So if I do this and I save and I build, oh, it's red. It has a hot reload. And the way that we do that is through building the game in a DLL and then loading it into the game dynamically. And so if you go to the platform layer, let's see. Oh gosh. Load game code. So we load the game code here. And then every time through the loop, so every frame, I just check the file if it has changed. If it has changed, I unload the game code and I reload the game code. And so hot reload right there. And it's just like so simple, right? The way he goes through it, very, very simple, but also it's just like an engine with a lot of features that's actually surprisingly cool to follow. Like, it's surprisingly easy to follow. I mean, I've just read your message. This is so cool. Yeah. And yeah, it's pretty simple. He finishes the Windows platform layer in 24 days, which is approximately an hour per day. And so he uses that to say, like, I don't technically agree with this, but he says you could make a Windows platform layer in 24 hours. And most people think it'll take years or whatever, right? And so yeah, he definitely simplifies it. And obviously it's not a full Windows layer, it's a prototyping layer. I mean, I'm obviously working on it right now because because it's not complete. But yeah, it really gets you started, really teaches you everything, which is so fun. Ooh, let's actually see if I got my direct input. I want to see if that actually worked. We'll just debug it real quick. What? Oh, wrong thing. This is what I want. Got controller. It's getting my controller. Just realized I'm not putting end lines on any of these logs that I wrote today. That's great. I think the other one was up here. Yep, sure enough. Oh wait, that wasn't even from today. Oh no, I'm just that bad. This one, found X input library. Wow, I'm so bad at putting new lines on my logs. Okay. So now we got the controller. That's good. Let's go to the next step. And actually I need to turn off my other log. This log right here. So now when I run it in here, I shouldn't get, yeah, I got controller instead of just a million FPS outputs. Okay. Am I using NeoVim on Windows? Yes. It's pretty uncommon text editor on Windows. I actually don't know if I would agree. I think that a lot of people use NeoVim on Windows. But I guess you're probably saying like the alternative is using VS Code. Which I suppose is true. I no longer want to output this. Let's just comment for now, in case I need to test that later. Wrong place. I want to go here. Next, I need to get the device. So set data format. Oh, also set up controller. This might actually be like a separate thing. So this, yeah, I think I need to do this differently. Why don't you use Linux? Because I play League of Legends. That's why. That's pretty much it right now. Like if I didn't care about some of the games that I play, being supported on the platform that I play them on, I would probably just be running Linux on this computer. Because I do like Linux, and I'm actually really interested in Omachi. Let's look at this. Omachi. This looks awesome. Where's the get started? Is it this? Yeah, it just like it's like Arch, but it comes with a bunch of stuff in it that looks really nice. It's got like windows for launching apps. Or sorry, hotkeys for launching Windows. Anyway, I'm interested for sure, but yeah, I just use Windows for now. I've figured out a way to make it work for me. What do I main on League? When I was trying to climb, I mained Vi. I love Vi. Super fun champ. I played her basically since she came out. All those years ago. But, oh, you tried Omachi and I don't like it. But for the beginner or something, it's good, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. I don't like really run Linux day to day. But anyway, yeah, I don't try to climb anymore. I got to high gold once years ago, and I just didn't really like climbing. I like playing with my friends, and when I do that, I play mid, and I play like Smolder, Kale, Hui. I like those champs. I'm a dirty scaler. Right, I was going to change the way I do this. So I'm going to have an internal void load direct input controllers. Oh, I don't think I need input. Well, yeah, let's do this. Input states to, we'll see if I need those. And we're going to move this in here instead. And then instead, we're going to call this when I call load direct input. Load direct input controllers, and I pass in the oh, I don't have a window. So I can't do it here. Let's do it after I get the window. And after the input states. Where are my input states? There they are. Paste. Okay. All good. So now I can have this log, and that'll be great. Next. Let's get the controller. So I get the controller here, and then I set the data format. So I go controller. Oh, actually, let's do it in the is succeeded. Controller set data format joystick 2. So this is where Sir Lunchalot might have been getting angry. Oh, but also, Sir Lunchalot, do you know how I can create some of those commands? Can I just create it in here? I feel like I can, right? In the dashboard. All right, I'll look for it. Let's look for it real quick. Moderation? Community? I thought I would be able to just create it. I'll Google it. How to create Twitch commands. Command add. Oh, wait. Use chatbot. Like stream. No, that's not what I want. Chat commands. There we go. Oi. Twitch is redirecting me all over the place. Okay. Simply type the required command into the text box and hit enter. That's fine. How do I create one? I'll do this another time. That seems difficult for now. Okay. So I'm setting it to, what is this thing? Where did this come from? I don't have a pointer to this. Is this something else? What is this? At. Or no, not at. And. C underscore. Oh, look at that. There's like some sort of built-in thing. But yeah, again, this is probably the thing you were talking about not really liking. Some sort of format that it reads the controller in as. I'll have to do some more. Let's do some research on this to learn what this format is. Okay, so I set the format and then I set the cooperative level. How the app interacts with the device. Okay. What do I have these set as? I feel like there would be a similar thing, right? Get state. Yeah, I don't know. Controller set cooperative level. I pass the window and then I pass direct input SCL exclusive. Or foreground. Except for oh crap. I closed it. Oh, load direct input controllers. There we go. So yeah, what do these do? Do they have, okay, let's look this up. MSDN DICL exclusive. SCL. Cooperative levels. Okay. Oh, the default setting is non-exclusive and the background. I feel like that's what I want. Right? So foreground, yeah, this documentation is terrible. They have a section for foreground versus background and it's empty. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just want the default. How do I set a default on this? Like, can I just do this? No. DISCL non-exclusive or background. Yeah, I'm totally okay with that. I like it when the controller can control things, even if it's not the focused window. I'm pretty sure that's what this means. And then I acquire the device. What does it mean? Then return true. Max buttons 128. Fair enough. Acquire. Okay. So that should be how to load one controller, but I'm doing this all locally. So I need to move this to be move globally, whatever. I could also just like try to read 4 controllers. In fact, what does this do? Can I like get some things like get device data? That would be nice. I might try this. I'm going to try this real quick. So I need LP DID device. What is it? Device object data. Data. This D word. Direct. I know. MSDN get device data direct input. This thing. Yeah. The size of the device object data structure in bytes. So for example, oh. Infinite. Get device data, the size of the object. Okay, hey, thanks, man. DW items. What is the items? Oh, it's 10. This is weird. I don't know what's happening here. Get device data. I don't think this is even the call I'm trying to make here. No, it definitely is. Let's just do 1, I guess. And then this is size of data. And then, oh, and then this is the long point. Well, I guess it would just be data. And then the word is items, but I don't know what that means. Items equals 1. And we'll get an address of items. And then this is 0. And then in theory, I should be able to like output debug string. Let's see what data has. Data at 0. What is this? Yeah, I guess that's the question is like, what is this? Direct input get controller name. The heck is this? Windows multimedia, that's not it. Let's see if it tells me. It doesn't. How can I get the name of a controller? Assuming you have a place to store the name. Okay. TSZ instance name. Device instance. They're making stuff up. That doesn't exist. TSZ. What if I do this? What does that do? TSZ. All right. Well, I'll have to learn that some other time. Okay. Well, that's it for me today. We made it partway through loading direct input controllers. Next time we'll probably do this. Read direct input. Actually, I'm going to be real. I'm probably going to do this weekend. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? You'll write later. Okay, thanks. All right.